What's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about live viewer engagement. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to host a live trivia session, which we're all kind of wanting to do that kind of fun type of game these days. So we're going to talk about that and how we're going to host live trivia at the upcoming StreamGeeks Summit. Let's take a look after this. Okay, so tools to maximize online viewer engagement. It's good for everybody, right? It's good for your live audience. It's good for the algorithms on Facebook and YouTube. It's good for getting the word out, and everyone has fun. So some simple tips to engage your audience are just really easy. Ask questions. If you just have some educational stuff, ask your audience questions and try to get them to start commenting. A great way to engage your audience is to call them out by their name and say their name, or show the social media comment with their profile picture up on the screen to acknowledge that they're part of the live conversation that's happening. A cool thing that we've addressed on this channel before, but I wanted to circle back to, was asking your audience to submit a response via an emoji. This tends to work really well on LinkedIn and other algorithms because it's showing all of these emojis happening on your live stream, and it really boosts the overall exposure of your live broadcast. We've talked about vMix Social in the past, but there's other ways to bring social media comments into your live stream. You could straight up ask your viewers to share your live stream, which does work. And ideally, what you want, just at a high level, is you want to take people from passive engagement, right, watching your live stream, to actively engaging in your live stream, which is where you'll kind of keep them involved and keep them watching for longer amounts of time. And then eventually you want to get a real reaction from them, and you want them to share your content. Now, a real reaction could be buying your service or product. It could be simply sharing the live broadcast, joining your group, or just becoming an evangelist and part of the community that you're starting and creating. Here's a couple examples. Twitch bits are an awesome way on Twitch for folks to actually just give you a monetary value to kind of cheer you on and support you. This is really fun, and Streamlabs and Stream Elements are great tools to kind of build those overlay graphics and things of that nature into your sessions. YouTube has an awesome way to accept donations. It's called Super Chat. And some of our most popular videos have been about using Super Chat to ignite confetti cannons and colored balloons and emojis and bubble machines. And you can do that using if, then, this, that. Again, videos in the links, blog posts on how to do all of that on YouTube. It's really cool stuff. You can use a smart plug and trigger it with YouTube Super Chats. It's really cool. And we have a whole tutorial on how that works. You can also do sponsorships on Facebook and YouTube, which is working out well for a lot of folks who just want to monetize the content that they have themselves. And then there's other engaging things such as Facebook polls. And here's Tess doing a Facebook poll. But I want to talk today about live trivia. Some of you guys may remember this live stream that we did over a year ago, where we actually hosted a live trivia session, and I used a green screen, and it was really fun. And if I skip kind of further into this, we did live trivia, and it was very, very engaging. I can't remember a more engaging live stream than when we decide to host trivia. People just love it. You can do giveaways, you can do lots of stuff with it, but hosting trivia can be tricky. So I wanted to show you guys livereacting.com. This is a website I found that's kind of like a web-based tool that allows people to interact with your trivia via the comments. And this is why I kind of got interested in this, because most of the other trivia platforms, basically like CrowdPur, which we do use a lot, they require everybody to kind of use that service, whereas live reacting is actually allowing folks to comment on the live streams, increasing their engagement, not having to leave the Facebook or YouTube interface in order to participate in the trivia. So I find that kind of game changing. Let me show you how it works really quickly. So basically, I selected one of, let's see, go back to live streaming studio, just check this out. You select from one of these templates, and they've got templates for almost everything. And I've been impressed by how like seasonally they have like Star Wars coming up. Oh, geez, Mandalorian's coming out tomorrow. Halloween, other things, Black Friday, and you can choose from one of these. I chose Trivia Game with Host. And so when we go to Trivia Game with Host, we get into this studio, and this studio allows you to live stream and bring all of that into stuff like OBS and vMix and Wirecast via a web browser input. So I want to look at that because it's a pretty cool setup. So I come in here and you can have multiple different scenes. So I can have a scene where I'm full screen to start things off. And then I can have a scene where I'm side by side with my trivia game. Now I can manage my entire trivia game right here in this setup. So I can hit resume game and I've got this countdown timer that's going to go down to 1 minute. And then you'll actually get to see the game and you have like a leaderboard and stuff like that. So in the settings cog, you just set up the account that you're live streaming to. They need that information so that they can kind of count the comments and things for that nature to kind of get the voting. And then there's this plugin link that you can grab and you can bring that right into OBS. So how did I bring this into OBS? I opened up a web browser input, clicked in the link that I got from Live Reacting Studio. I put 1920 by 1080 in there. Boom. This is a live stream. This is basically a web browser input of what I'm getting back from Live Reacting Studio. So anything I do in the cloud, in the website of Live Reacting Studio comes in through OBS. Whether you're using OBS, vMix, or Wirecast, doesn't matter. Everywhere you're live streaming to will get this information. So that is pretty game-changing. That's why I'm kind of showing this off, and I'm excited about it. Let's go ahead and hit save. We're going to wait for this to count down to 10. And then we are going to play with this, this live trivia. So essentially, when the trivia game starts and it gets to 0, your questions start to come up. And so they come up in the side, and everybody can kind of comment 1, 2, 3, or 4 in order to get to this. And see, I've got my 5 questions there. It's super easy to use. And then it kind of shows you your next question, and you can go through everything right here. So it's super easy to use. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And that's really it. I mean, there's a lot of great tutorials online on how to check it out. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this because engaging with your audiences, hosting live trivia is great. I think what livereacting.com is doing is just going to make this easier for everybody. And whether you're using OBS, vMix, or Wirecast, doesn't matter. It's going to work for you. So I just wanted to show that off. And I'll link to the blog post below. We're going to be hosting live trivia at the StreamGeeks Summit. And that's just the last thing I wanted to leave you guys with. This is coming up soon. It's going to be December 11th. And essentially, you can get your tickets at streamgeeks.us/summit. It's free to attend. We've got some awesome keynote speakers like Loria Petrucci from the Live Streaming Pros, Corey Benke from LiveX, The Urbanist, Adam Worth. And essentially, one of the awesome things is that you can sign up for live trivia and win a free PTZ Optics camera. It's going to be so much fun. We got a live DJ. We've got an esports tournament. It's totally free to sign up. So check that out. I'd love for you guys to be part of the StreamGeeks Summit and make your own live streams more engaging. All right, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye.